Hello, hello, hello. I am Christy Abel, and today I'm here to help you understand what concrete steps you can take to improve your social awareness in, that's right, less than 5 minutes. So here's a little reminder about what social awareness is. It is the ability to understand and empathize with the feelings, perspectives, and behaviors of others in different social contexts. It's about looking outward, not inward, to appreciate and connect with the people and groups around you. The goal of social awareness is to enable you to respond appropriately, respectfully, and effectively to the emotions and needs of those around you. So, I work with teenagers every day, and I tell you what, it is a training ground full of blunders and successes for social awareness. Now, I know that some of you are teenagers watching this. Thank you. So take notes. Everybody take notes, but I feel like this will actually really, really help our young people. All right. So the good news, just like everything to do with emotional intelligence, it is a skill that can be developed and strengthened through conscious practice, which means you have to do the work. All right. Number one, and I would argue the most important and easiest one to implement, number one is to practice active listening. Okay, this is one of the most fundamental steps. It means fully concentrating on what the other person is saying rather than waiting for your turn to talk, which has been some I did for many, many years. But when I became a counselor, I learned the skill of active listening, and it is very, very important in my practice. But it's important for everybody who wants to learn to communicate effectively. So, how do we do it? Number one, we focus on the speaker, face them, make appropriate eye contact. If eye contact freaks you out, look at their nose or their mouth. It'll look like you're looking in somebody's eyes, and you'll also want to nod occasionally. Also, take out your earbuds. Put away your phone. Okay, nothing says I'm not paying attention like earbuds and a phone out. Okay. Next, we want to avoid interrupting or imposing judgment. Now, also on the other side of this, it's also socially aware to be aware when you are taking up too much airtime and not giving other people a break or a step to be able to actually engage in a conversation rather than monologue versus monologue, right? Then we can also paraphrase and ask clarifying questions to ensure that you've understood their point of view before you respond. So paraphrasing is just telling person what they said back to them, just using different words. And then a clarifying question is like, oh, I didn't understand that part. What can I say? You're not going to do this all of the time, but these are all parts of active listening. Number two, you can sharpen your observation skills. Pay close attention to what is not being said, which often reveals more than words. It is said that 80% of our communication is nonverbal, and that means we need to watch body language. Notice someone's posture. Are they open versus crossed arms? Are they hand talkers like me? Right? And even like what direction are their feet pointed and their body? Next up, super important, listen to the tone of voice. The emotion behind words can change the entire meaning of a statement. There's a huge difference between I'm sorry and I am sorry, right? Huge difference. Those are two of the two word, anyways. You can tell they're very different. Also, reading the room, sensing the general mood or energy of a group setting and adapt your behavior accordingly. We behave very differently in at the gym than we might at a celebration of life. Like we need to kind of put everything into context and read the room and then give yourself a little like pause before you charge in and do something very emotionally unintelligent. All right, number three, cultivate empathy and perspective. This is when you seek out and acknowledge experiences that differ from your own. As human beings, we're like kind of inherently selfish, all right? And so we need to make effort to understand where other people are coming from. So we can do this with a what if reflection. When someone shares a problem or an opinion, take a moment to ask yourself, how would I feel in this exact situation? You can also seek diverse perspectives. So read books or consume media from different cultures and viewpoints to broaden your understanding of the world. There are thousands, if not millions, of cultures in the world. And actually, each of us is our own multicultural being, which is a good topic for one of these at a later date. I will come back to that, right? But it's really important. All right. And last but not least, here we challenge our own biases. Recognize that everybody, including me, including you, and him, and her, and them, and everybody, okay, we all have them. And then commit to identifying and setting aside your assumptions when interacting with others. And last but not least, we're going to circle all the way back to the very beginning of this emotional intelligence series, which is improve self-awareness. Social awareness and self-awareness are connected. When you understand your own emotions, biases, and how your actions affect others, this is the foundation for understanding them. All right, so here is your growth spurt opportunity this week, and it is to go back to number one, focus on active listening and try it in a variety of contexts, at work, with family, with a partner, with friends, right? Wherever, at school. Okay, so number one, you're going to focus on the speaker. Number two, you'll avoid interrupting and imposing judgment. And number three, try paraphrasing and asking clarifying questions. Then make a mental note or write it down. I think it's so valuable to write it down on your phone and on a journal, on a piece of paper, doesn't matter. My house is littered with ideas that I write all over the place, right? About how people responded when you showed them that you were really actually listening to them. If you know of anyone who might benefit from this information, please share this video with them. Also, let me know what lands for you or what doesn't in the comments. As someone who loves teaching and learning, it is so helpful for me to receive feedback. All right, I will see you next Wednesday.